Hello and welcome to Podcast Corner Q&A session. I'm Jack.
And I'm Luke.
And welcome to the Q&A session. So you're probably thinking, what are we here? Why are we doing this? Because we want to let you guys know exactly who we are.
And also a bit of a sneak peek of where we are recording our podcasts.
Exactly. So, why did we choose to do Podcast Corner? Well, not many youth groups are doing podcasts. Not many youth groups are kind of associating themselves with a big social media world out there. So we thought, why don't we do a podcast? So we got together, didn't we, Luke, and started our podcast.
I think definitely during the lockdown period, it's just, I don't know, I think we just collected our ideas together and just did it, didn't we?
Yeah, like the first podcast was a bit edgy, it was on a DRX 20, it was out and about in the parks, but we decided to bring it closer, indoors, kind of in the unit where we can kind of really do a good production of it and make it professional and decent to listen to, really. Didn't we?
Yeah.
So the team, I guess we should describe to you guys who the team is. So the people behind the team are me, Luke, Dan behind the camera, we've got Ian who does all the kind of managerial stuff.
Bolton.
We have Jordan, we have Ethan, we have Sam, we have a few new joining people, so we have Jasmine, we have Nicole, we have Layla, and last but not least, Rachel. All these people to do a podcast for you guys. I can't believe it, right?
I know, it's incredible.
So I guess we best kind of talk to you guys a little bit more about Podcast Corner and kind of how it came ahead. So the name was thought of, at first we wasn't going to call ourselves just Freedom Road Creative Arts Podcast, but we thought that doesn't have a ring to it, it's pretty long.
We wanted to make it a bit more short and
snappy. So the corner came in and we thought, well, why don't we just call it FRCA, Podcast Corner? Yes! And we was literally just sat in a coffee store talking and going, yeah, that's a good name. Podcast Corner. And before long, we was named it, weren't we? So, the unit, where we are. We're in Prospect Centre. That is somewhere where we never thought we'd be. We was in a predicament where we didn't know where our kind of charity would be held.
It's like over the past few years we've been jumping from place to place, haven't we?
So we was at the Warren for quite a few years, then we moved from the Warren to Cardoma, and then sadly we couldn't be at Cardoma anymore, so we moved down to Albemarle for a bit, the Albemarle Music Centre, just down the road.
Just next to St Stephen's, isn't it?
Yeah, right near St Stephen's and Hull Truck Theatre. And we decided, after a bit of a talk, that we definitely needed somewhere different, and luckily Ian just received a phone call during lockdown asking if we wanted this unit here. So the lads came down, we decorated, we put it together, and lo and behold, we are in the unit now.
Nice 4 weeks worth of painting, me, you and the other lads, you know.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah.
So, let's introduce ourselves a bit, Luke. So, my name's Jack, I'm 23 years old, I'm an acting student, slash all-round kind of guy, really. I'm that jack of all trades but master of none, that's me. So, I decided I wanted to kind of help host this podcast because out of all the younger ones, I guess I've got the most promising, more talkative voice. So I guess we needed someone with a bit of a voice that won't shut up to host a podcast.
Probably aside from Gary Pearson.
Aside from Gary Pearson, which we always end up mentioning in our podcast.
Always have to include an honourable mention to Gary Pearson for some reason we did never know.
So this introduction video, guys, what are we going to talk about and what are we going to kind of introduce you to? So, this podcast has been running now for roughly about 2 months and it's been iffy and started. We started off on SoundCloud, okay? And from SoundCloud, we moved to Spotify. Happily and luckily through Eskimo Soup, John Gilbert and Ian Thompson, a few people involved with another podcast called Z-Bad.
All about
you need
the
to check them
concepts.
out. And because of them, we was ordered, kind of given the opportunity and given us the free reign of an app called Transistor, which allows us to be able to upload our stuff onto Spotify, Google Podcasts, and all the great kind of websites which podcasts to listen to more. So, lo and behold, we went from SoundCloud straight up to the top leagues of Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, all the great kind of what would you say, Luke? The kind of the cornerstone, aren't they, of the internet, really? They're the ones that earn the the music and the podcast out there, and they're the ones that you go to the most to watch. So
Getting towards the big leagues, aren't we, really?
We are getting towards the
that,
big leagues, and happily yesterday I received a notification on our transistor letting us know we've already got 3 downloads, and our podcast has only been up for 2 days.
And also, guys, we're about 5-6 episodes in.
Yeah, we're 6 episodes in at the moment, and yeah, I can't. Well, okay, we're not 6 episodes in. We're 5 episodes in, really. And yeah, we're bringing another episode 6 out on Sunday. We're gonna get it recorded and hopefully uploaded on Tuesday or Monday. So, Luke, what have we been doing in these podcasts? What's the subjects and sort of the overall? What do we talk about in our podcast?
Yeah. I think since it all kicked off with lockdown, really, it's mainly just been general affairs, you know, from the voice of young people. So, like I said, we had a few young people talking, and it's mainly been various different stuff, like, for example, schools and recent fiascos to do with that, you know, results day, things like that, how people were feeling. On top of that, it was just more or less about opinions, how everyone's dealing with lockdown, and even as of recent, on the episode I was in, we were talking about pets, weren't we?
Oh wow,
Something like that.
So the kind of subjects we base towards are kind of subjects that are very coherent, very sort of linked in with the kids and sort of their lives. So we kind of don't try and talk about stuff like politics, government, all that type of stuff, because kids don't want to talk about stuff like that. We want to talk about stuff that are involved with the kids, stuff that kids can talk about and stuff like that, because due to media trust and the vlog style we recently did in their project, we've really found out that the young people's and their voices aren't heard enough. And we just wanted to make sure the kids' voices are heard quite often and are kind of listened to. So I thought, what's a better way to get a kid's voices heard than a podcast? So this is sort of a little video to link in with our podcast to kind of show you guys that kind of put a face to the voice.
Yeah, just a face to all the voices we've been well, just 2 voices at the moment, but yeah.
We're putting the face to the voice, you know, a bit of a Q&A. So if you've got any questions you want to ask us, pop it in the comments and we'll make sure to answer it in our next video. So, let's talk a little bit more about Media Trust and Vlogstar. So, Freedom Road Creative Arts was contacted by Corner House, Tish, and she asked us if we wanted to be involved with Vlogstar, which is kind of a project led by kind of TV presenters and sort of other mainline media people.
It's based in London too, wasn't it?
Yeah, like based in London, so we was having some serious big media people.
See, our thoughts going in was like, this is something completely new, we did not know how to even, well, we know how to use a smartphone.
Yeah, we know how to use a smartphone.
But in terms of vlogging, just having the camera to our face all the time speaking, that was new territory for us, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You know, when you've got a camera in front of you and you've got to talk about you, it's very difficult not to go, you know, all those filler words. So we got together with this project and it really hit off, didn't it?
Yeah, it was just once a week we were on Zoom calls with not just other young people who were involved, about 10 of us, but also some of the youth workers from different charities like Freedom Road, there was Gary Pearson, Corner House,
Rochdale.
Yeah. And one of the, main BBC presenters, wasn't it?
Yeah, her name was Jasmine, and I can't pronounce the second name, so I don't want to get it wrong, Jasmine. So I just want to kind of mention a few names that were in the actual Vlogstar kind of showcase. So we have Kofi Smiles, we had Jasmine from No Filter, BBC Radio, which me and Luke did a BBC Radio Umberside sort of interview with about a week ago.
It was a week on Friday, I think,
wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was a week on Friday. Me and Luke were on BBC Radio Umberside talking about Vlogstar. So here we are again talking about Vlogstar. You can't get enough of Vlogstar, can you?
So in case you guys want to know what the vlogs were aimed around, so once a week we're on Zoom, since circumstances at the moment we just had to resort to Zoom, but each week for about 4 weeks or a month, we've just been in contact and gone through some masterclass on how to vlog, but more focused on healthy, dependable relationships and what we tend to rely on during lockdown. So, for example, it didn't even have to be just people like me and Jax was with Freedom Road Creative Arts, and there's even one of the kids called Finn. His healthy, dependable relationship was on a game, believe it or not, guys. Animal Crossing.
I loved his his vlog. It was so different, using technology as a way of escaping reality. It's powerful stuff. We kind of talked about healthy dependent relationships in our last podcast, so don't forget to check that out. Episode 5, healthy dependable relationships. It's out now on Spotify. Tune in, so don't forget to check it out.
And also, guys, if you're actually keen to look at what the vlogs we made, they're actually out on YouTube. So just type in the search Vlogstar Vlogs, you can find us.
Yep, there's a whole showcase with every single video on there, and it's in order as well, so you can just click and watch in order of appearance, isn't it, of the Vlogstar Showcase.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for coming and joining us on our Q&A podcast corner kind of episode. So if you would like to like and subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section if you'd like to hear more from us. I've been Jack.
And I've been Luke.
And we have been Podcast Corner.